Hello there. This video is slightly different than my usual memes and shitposting in War Thunder. So long story short, and a little background, photography is one of my hobbies. Yep, I don't only make bad videos and memes about planes, but I also do bad pictures. Every image and clip shown in this video was shot by me. Now on to the main point. Thanks to an incredible friend of mine who is also an aviation photographer, I was able to get media access to behind-the-scenes content for the Fort Worth Alliance 2022 Air Show. Many things were there this year, from F-22s to even an airworthy Skyraider, which I found to fit synonymously with its upcoming addition to War Thunder in the coming update. One of the things here was the US Air Force Thunderbirds aerobatics team. As a big fan of the Thunderbirds myself, I decided to interview one of their pilots, so I asked on our Discord server for some of our viewers to bring serious questions to a Thunderbirds pilot. I picked the best and most interesting questions and went on my way. By the way, if you're not in our Discord server yet, I recommend you join so you don't miss out on similar events and happenings. And besides, it's a pretty chill community of War Thunder players and aviation airheads. The link is in the description. And now, without further ado, here's the interview with Thunderbird 5.
Hello.
How's it going?
Yeah, a little bit about ourselves first. My name is Al, and you are?
I'm Kyle Oliver, Major Kyle Oliver, Thunderbird 5, the team's lead solo.
How long have you been with the team?
This is my third season on the team. I was hired in the summer of 2019, joined the team shortly thereafter, and then unfortunately had the COVID season in 2020, so not quite able to gain enough experience there. So extended, now finished out my third season here on the team.
What's your history with the Air Force before that?
So I'm going to hit 12 years of service in December. Most of that is operational F-22 flying. I did that for about 6.5 years with operational assignments in Alaska and Virginia, 2 combat deployments, and then the last 3 years here on the team.
Oh, that's really nice. Well, now moving on to the questions that the viewers have brought in. The first question we have is, what's the closest and fastest at the same time you've come to the ground?
Ooh, I'd say about 100 feet is my minimum, and I put the aircraft there on a regular basis, and just shy of the speed of sound, so about 700 miles an hour, 100 feet off the ground.
That's really nice. Another viewer asks, how would you compare driving these modified F-16s to driving a sports car at an event?
It's very much like that. This is a Ferrari, I would say, of fighter aircraft. It basically handles like it's on rails. It's a really smooth ride. It's a little bit twitchy and pitchy, very, very responsive, like you think a race car would be. But we're able to put 6 of them within 18 inches of each other and show you how much we trust each other.
How stressed does the airframe get during the maneuvers, and have they ever been damaged from said maneuvers?
We try to keep everything within the normal operating parameters of the aircraft. So it's got a 9G limit. We try to back that off a little bit, no more than about 7.5 times the force of gravity during our demonstration, both for longevity of the aircraft and our bodies. But yeah, we're able to execute absolutely safely within the envelope of flight.
Another viewer asks, also, has an aircraft ever been damaged during the show, or were there any close calls that the crowd never noticed?
We haven't had any in quite some time. It's definitely our mission #1 to put on a safe demonstration first and foremost. So we spend the entirety of our winter training season bringing our formations closer and closer and closer until you've got the proficiency to make what looks pretty dangerous actually a pretty safe demonstration.
Another viewer asks, have you ever had to eject, not just as a Thunderbirds pilot, and if you had to, what were the circumstances and how did it feel?
No, I haven't. We get plenty of training to the post-ejection checklists, canopy operations, and all those sorts of things, but thankfully I've never had to eject myself.
Another viewer wants to know, is the seat comfortable?
Absolutely not. It's a little bit more comfortable than other fighter seats because it's reclined about 30 degrees, so you got a little bit more of that laid-back, lazy boy kind of feel. But there's very little cushion, and anything longer than about a 2-hour sortie, and you start to get a little sore.
And one of the last questions the viewers has brought in, how does it feel to pass out from G-forces? And has it ever happened to you? And he's heard that some people dream when that happens. Is that true?
Luckily, I have also not experienced any G-induced loss of consciousness. A few of my friends have. It's a very scary scenario for us. These aircraft actually have all of the safety features that would help you in that scenario are disabled because of how close we fly to the ground. So it'd be very, very dangerous. So again, a level of physical fitness that we have to maintain to make sure that we're able to safely pull those G-forces and stay awake and safe.
And the last question from one of the viewers is, if you, as a pilot, could fly any plane besides the F-16 right now, what would it be?
Oh, right back to the F-22. That's where I grew up. That's where my heart still lives. That thing will always be my baby. So excited to get back to it here after my time on the team.
All right, and I personally have some questions for you. The first one is, there was many rumors back a few years ago that the Thunderbirds were going to upgrade to F-22s. Why exactly did that not work out if that's, not classified?
Not sure. I imagine it's just due to cost. There's so few F-22s and they're so expensive to operate that it wouldn't really make a ton of sense for the team, especially now needing those as a combat-capable aircraft. The F-16 is doing a great job for us, and I think we're going to be flying it for some time.
What exact model of the F-16 is this?
This is a Block 52. It's got that Pratt & Whitney 229 engine, so a single engine with a ton of thrust in it, and pretty good avionics for the fleet.
Speaking of the avionics, I heard that most of them are removed to reduce weight, things like the radar and things like that. Is that true?
No, these are fully combat-ready F-16s, full up with the link, the radar, everything. Everything is completely there intact. The only thing that's been removed really is the gun, which we replaced with the smoke oil system. So the gun isn't there, but other than that, it's a fully combat-ready F-16 with a fancy paint job.
Well, I would like to thank you for your time today, and really, it's a pleasure to be talking to you like this. I'm sure the viewers also appreciate this. And one last request, is it fine if I can get a picture of you next to your aircraft?
Absolutely, thanks for having me.
So, there you have it. This was a nice break from the usual War Thunder content and should keep us all satiated until the new update releases very soon. Once again, we have a Discord server and you're welcome to join it. Also, if you like this type of coffee break content, which occasionally strays away from the usual War Thunder memes and shitposts, then make sure to tell me in the comments. Now this wouldn't be a donut video without a bad plane meme somewhere, so here's an obscure reference to a 16-year-old video game for the PS2.